players who aren't hitting their breaks as hard as they can.
Right.
They realise that the balls are going down quite easily, so they're taking a little bit of power off just to get more control. And as you say, popping the white, keeping it right in the centre of the table, as close to the centre as they can.
Well, the easier you hit it, the straighter you're going to hit it.
See the one very close to the side knuckle here.
I don't know if that goes. Yeah, I guess it did. It looked like it was froze up top.
That's right, it was very close. Efren certainly in no doubt.
Well, he might try to make this 9 here. I don't know. He does a lot of tricky things on this pool table.
Well, maybe thinking a little bit too much about the 9 there. He's lost shape slightly on the 3.
Yeah, it looks like he played a little loose there. I don't believe he would have, if this would have been the final match or something, I don't believe he would have shot that shot like that. He's, you know, when you have a big lead like that, he's probably feeling pretty fortunate. See, he's fouled the ball.
This looks like a foul there, yep.
Yeah.
No ball touching a cushion after he hit the 3.
Does Steve realize that? What's wrong with the ref here? I think the ref didn't call it. Well, he's fouled the ball and nobody's called it.
The referee certainly should have been calling
Efren
that.
should say something. I don't understand that. He's not supposed to let that happen like that.
Well, very strange there. I can almost understand Steve James not being aware of the rule, but certainly...
Well, the referee should have sure been right on top of that. I would, if I was Efren, I would have had to call a foul on myself. How can you not in that situation?
He's certainly taking advantage of it now. Straightforward 5 up the rail. And these 3 balls to go within 1 rack. Finishing off this first match. Once again, as you were saying earlier, Kim, leaving that angle, the white towards the center of the table. And no trouble, so it goes within 1 rack now. 6 racks to 1, Efren Reyes of the Philippines over Steve James of England.
Well, Efren stole one there. That's a nice break shot, easy, hit it. And he's straight in.
Gotta make sure gets onto the 3, gets the position exactly right here.
He's just going to try to come. Yeah, he drew it too much. Well, he's a little fortunate there.
Well, chance of the combination here.
I would think so. After he shot the last shot, I think he's free-wheeling now. He really don't feel like he can lose from here.
So this ball for the match. Well, surprising everybody as always, Efren Reyes going for the bank, I believe, on the 3. I don't think he was going for the safety there.
I don't know what that was. Only he knows. Only he knows what kind of shot that was.
Steve could get through to see the 3, but not enough of it to pot it.
Well, he's not played too good at safes. For being a snooker player, I would think he would have played a lot better safes than he's been playing here. That's like the 3rd time he's left him almost straight in.
I think Steve's played 1 match before, earlier on in the day, and won that 7-2, and I think he really just used his potting prowess in that one, and I think he felt that that would work again in this match, but this is a very different kettle of fish against Efren Reyes. And Jimmy White there, just finishing off his match after winning 7-6. No time to rest for Jimmy. He'll be on the match table as soon as this match is finished. Efren come a little straight on the green 6 here. Bit of work to do to get on the 7.
Well, there's no telling what he'll do. He's a musician, you know what I'm saying? Huh. I don't know what kind of shot that was, but I'm sure he knows, you know what I'm saying? I think there's only 2 guys can handle this guy. That's Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, for you to know who that is, that's 2 musicians in Las Vegas. They are from Germany. Well, he's scratching his head. And whenever he makes a mistake, he walks over and scratches his head. He's like he can't figure it out. How could I miss that shot? He don't look too concerned, though, does he?
Certainly not.
Well, who knows? He might get back to the table here.
Well, Steve,
I know Steve's a very good player, but I really haven't seen him do much here in this game.
No, that's right. He's made a few unforced errors, particularly in the safety department.
Steve James. Thank you.
Steve James to break. He won the last rack.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he can putt the balls at all and get anything rolling, I mean, you can lose a lead in a twinkle of an eye, racing to 7. And the way these tables are breaking, I mean, I really wouldn't count him out if he really can get something going.
That's right. There was a match earlier on in the day on a side table between Leonardo Andam and Rico Dix of Netherlands. Leonardo Andam was 5-0 up in that game and lost it 7-6.
Well, he's putted 2 balls in the break and he let his cue ball get away from him. If he'd had it out in the middle of the table, he had a shot on the one.
Yeah, as you say again, Kim, that's so important, keeping control of the white after the break.
Sure is. He's going to have to roll out somewhere here. And he's really put himself in a very bad position rolling out and letting Reyes shoot no matter what.
Playing a push out, and I'm sure that's a side of the game that Steve is not going to be that familiar with.
Well, after the last few shots I've been seeing Reyes shoot here, he might just try to whack this 1 ball in, send it around table. Like I said, he really doesn't have no fear right now. He decided to play a little safe. He figures ball in hand might be a little better than trying to take a shot like that.
I don't think Steve's going to have a problem certainly getting out of the snooker, but it's where it leaves it afterwards.
He just needs to go back underneath the rail in between those 2 balls and kick the 1 up table. That's a good shot.
Yeah, make sure it reaches the cushion.
Shot, right behind the 8.
It was very nicely played. Much more like we'd expect from Steve James on the safety side of it.
Right. Efren will probably do the same shot he did last time. I would say it's in play anyway. Just knock the 1 back down table, and he has the 3 balls there. Okay. Came out too far with the cue ball. Let's see what the 1 does. Well, he has a shot. It's on here. I mean, shoot, if you win this game, it's 6-3. All of a sudden, you're breaking. I mean, that's big.
That's right. It's a very big difference, and very quickly. 1 clearly passing the orange 5.
Seems like you don't have his speed down. He's coming up short on a lot of things here. He just needs to pot this ball. That's all he needs to do.
No problem with that. Leaving himself just the slightest of angles here to run through.
Yeah, it shouldn't be no problem here. Just bounce it back out. Just make sure you miss the 8 ball here and come back out and get on the 6. Well, I don't understand.
Yeah,
He keeps coming up short with his position. He's just not, he's nervous or not used to the something. He's not used to something here because I know he doesn't play like this. That's more like what he plays like.
Exactly. No fear on the double for Steve James.
Now, he took a page out of Efren there, banking that ball, didn't he? Now see how loose he's getting right now? Getting in a rhythm situation. He puts this ball and breaks and makes a ball in the break and runs another one out. Tell you what, anything can happen.
Steve James.
Exactly
nice 3
right.
railer there, wasn't it?
Steve James just trailing 6 racks to 3. He's taken the last 2.
I'll tell you what can happen here. If Steve makes a good shot here, good break. See, he's letting his cue ball go. Well, there it is. That's the end of it. He's just not breaking the balls correctly.
That's right. It's the second time he scratched. Different pockets, but as you say, there's no control on the cue ball there. Topping that cue ball through that time, and
because it doesn't matter what kind of player you are. If you have like a 6-1 lead, and then all of a sudden it's going to be like 6-4 or 6-5, well, everything starts creeping in. Then you can't keep the demons out.
That's right, and I'm sure Efren will be very happy he's got this chance now.
You can bet dollars to donuts he's going to run out this position right here. He's not going to let it go no further.
Looking a little reluctant here to use the bridge.
Just a little bit. Needs to be careful. He's already fouled once with his vest. He'll just make a nice pop here, come back out.
Centre back slightly in the way here for this positional shot.
I'll tell you what, he needs to go ahead and stroke this, because if he doesn't, he could get snookered here. That's not no lie. He played it way short. Look at this. Take the shot like that.
Just these final 2 balls for Efren now.
Efren, he's amused by the simplicity of this game, isn't he? He just he walks around, scratches his head and smiles, and it's amazing.
Doesn't understand what all the fuss is about. Perfectly executed, a lovely match from Efren Reyes. He wins 7-3 over Steve James of England.